Hello, I'm Chris. Welcome back to Cornered by Books. This is week 3. Hope you're having a good week so far and doing well. I decided to get this done tonight, so I didn't, just in case I didn't get a chance tomorrow to film it. So, what I've been up to. So this week I've been at work all week. Today we had sports day at work, which was I don't I don't know if it was fun. I enjoyed it. We came fifth, and then you could either play rounders or go home. Well, to be honest with you, I find it, if it had been play rounders or football, I'd have probably had a game of football and then come back, but I'm not really into rounders, so I went to the gym, did some weights, and then come home, and I've been reading, and then I had a bit of a nap as well, so that's that. What else have I been up to? I watched a movie last night on Netflix, which was alright, but the ending wasn't brilliant. I can't remember what it's called now. So that's that. I've been watching Outer Banks on Netflix as well, which is I'm finding it alright. It's not something I'd usually pick, I don't think, but it seems to be alright. Watched for season so far, so we'll see where it goes in the next 3 seasons, and apparently I think there's a 5th season coming soon as well in that. Seeing Sam this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that, because it'll be the last time I see him until my next weekend with him, which will be 2 weeks on Saturday, because we're away. Looking forward to that. I'm starting to plan what clothes I'm taking. I had a fair idea, but I think because I've been going to the gym and like my arms seem to be getting bigger and I feel wider there and slimmer in my body, so I feel like I might need to try on some clothes and see what fits okay and stuff like that, before I decide what I'm taking. So that's that, and any washing I need to do if any clothes I've been wearing. Library books update. Still need to decide what I'm doing with this. It's a bit of a mess. I have 20 books at the minute in my bag down there. Excuse me. I'm currently reading one, but 1 out of 20 is not a lot, so I need to get it down so I can read what I've got. So I'm going to make the decision now, not now, but over the next 24, 48 hours, whether I just take everything back or leave out 2, 3 books I want to read, 5 at the most, and just read them. And anything on my reserve shelf, I just re-reserve, because a lot of the reserves on the shelf, are going to expire before I get to pick them up, we're going to be away. Next up, book haul. I am going to do the book haul when I get an opportunity to do it, because I fancy the vacation books or anything I purchase while I'm away to be a separate entity. I don't want to go mad with books while I'm away because I've got enough to read. But I do like when you're going away. So going Wales and Scotland, if we see books, you might not necessarily see them again. Like last time I was in Scotland, I've never been to Scotland. Last time I was in Wales, I got a book that I went to a bookshop, seen the book, and then seen it in the charity shop. So obviously I bought it in the charity shop rather than the bookshop, because I wasn't sure about it. So that's that. So we'll see what we pick up. I'm not going to buy books. I'm not planning on buying books at all. I'm trying to be more. I don't feel like I was with my last book haul. I don't feel like I was deliberate or really like totally planned. But I feel like it kind of steamrolled from a couple of books that I got So I feel like because of the couple of books I got, it was like, oh, it's okay now to buy books. I mean, I may have a look. I feel like I may have a look, see if there's anything there that pops out as a vacation book that I want to take or read, but I'll see. I feel like the library books need to also have a bit of a say in the maybe coming on vacation with me. Not necessarily all of them, but at least maybe one or two. We'll see. What I'm reading and what I've finished. So I'll go with what I've finished first, because I finished Tree of Smoke by Dennis Johnson. It's the only thing I've read since last week. Well, it's not the only thing I've read, but since last week, it's the only book I've finished. It's really good. I enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. I do feel like I need to read it again, because I felt like it's a 600-page book that took me 2 weeks to read it. So if you average that out, like over 14 days, that's probably not many pages per day to really dig into the book. So that's that. I can't remember where I started this now. Either the day before or the other day. I'm currently reading The Discreet Hero by Mario Vargas Llosa. Before filming this, I'm on about 137, so I'm not far off halfway in the book, so I want to try and get to the end of that. I'm going to make a cup of tea in a minute, and I've got a twirl in the fridge, so I'm going to finish the chapter I'm on, make a brew, and then I'm going to carry on reading that. So that's The Discreet Hero. There's a guy called Felicity. See, I'm not going to try and pronounce the names, because it's Felicito Yanaquique. Not sure if that's pronounced right. He's the owner of a transport company, and he gets a note on the door saying you need to pay us $500 a month. It's like extortion. He decides he's not going to pay it. So then you're finding out how he's going on about that. He's got 2 sons that aren't happy that he's not paying this money. And then it also goes to another guy called Rigoberto. And he's like a lawyer in an insurance company. And his boss has just got married, and his 2 sons aren't happy about it. So you're kind of seeing it from both sides. So each chapter seems to be from either Felicity or something. I'm not sure it's pronounced right. Who owns the transport company, and this Rigoberto. So it seems to be going through him. His son seems to be seeing some guy called Alberto Torres or something like that. So you're kind of seeing that side of it as well. So it's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm glad I'm starting. This is due back the day before we go away. So I need to get it. It's the only one that was due back sooner than going away. So that's why I decided to read that. Weekend reading plans. Because I'm reading this, I was going to read Fight Club. I went to the hospital the other night with my partner to see one of her clients. So I took 2 books with me, because I don't go in. I just wait with her. I wait while she does what she's doing. So while she was in there, I had Fight Club and The Discreet Hero, and I read the first page of each, starting with Fight Club because it's a reread, and it was already on my Goodreads as a currently reading book, and then read a chapter of that and carried on with that. So my weekend reading plans are going to be reading Fight Club, just because it's small, it's thin. I've got Sam, where I can probably read a couple of chapters here and there while I've got him, depending what we're doing. And then next week, like I say, I want to try and get something read before we go. So, well, Monday is bank holiday Monday in England. So I've got Monday off. So apart from the gym, and probably like washing clothes and preparing what I'm taking and stuff, I don't think I'll be doing much Monday, Tuesday. I don't think I'll do much else Monday. So I don't know whether to go for try and read Women by Bukowski in Hollywood, so then I can take Pulp with me, or whether I feel like that's too much to read too much Bukowski in one go. So I might try and read one of the books I've got on the go or something like that, or I might read Stoner before I go, so then I can take Butcher's Crossing, because I feel like I want to reread Stoner before I. So it's fresher than what it would be if then take Butcher's Crossing, because that's the last book I bought. Apart from this book, also, I feel like it needs to be read sooner rather than later. So that's my weekend plans, as well as reading some more Coming Alone by Warren Ellis, and finishing the art book as well. I want to try and finish that art book as well. To be read before death list. I have got a list now of 10 books, although I don't own them all. So that's going to be books I'll be looking for on holiday, on vacation. I think I wrote 10 books down anyway. I've got a list. So I'll probably do 2 separate videos that aren't cornered by books, or I might put the cornered by books. I think next week in cornered by books, we'll be away, so I might try and do it Wednesday night before we go. So then I'll do my death before list and books I'm taking, unless I don't decide. If I don't decide, then I might just do a quick video when I decide. Vacation books, yeah. So vacation books are up in the air. Like I said, I mentioned reading Women and Hollywood, so then I've read the Chinansky before I read Pulp. I've mentioned reading Stoner. But at the minute, I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go with either of those yet. So we'll just see what we pick on the day or the day before. So that's that. So next week, cornered by books. Before next week, I'm going to do my book haul, and I'm going to do my before death list in the next cornered by books. Sorry this is short, but I feel like I'm ready for a drink. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.